Hello, all of my fiendishly fun time Freddy fish stick friends. I hope you guys are ready. Now, I had originally not planned on streaming Fallout so soon, but I just really want to. I've tried out a little bit of the next gen update and it's phenomenal. So we're going to give it a whirl. Now, full disclaimer, I just launched the game and because I was playing on this monitor with Streamlabs over here, I was tabbed out. And you guys know, every time I tab out, it does something to the game. So we're about to launch it, or relaunch it rather, and hopefully this time everything works fine. Also, while I'm at this, I need to um add to. You know what? Give me 1 second, you guys. Bring my launcher, but also before I launch it, I need to go to. Is it under Steam games themselves? Is it? I think it is. All right, there's Fallout 4. We're going to uh pin to what I want to do is shit. Yes, I want to shit. No, I think I have too many things on my toolbar. I'm gonna have to take some things off. I want to add it to my toolbar so I can just click on it and it launches. But I'm gonna have to take some stuff off my toolbar. I could pin it to my desktop, maybe? I can do that, right? I can pin it to my desktop. And please tell me you guys can hear me. Uh, or open file location. Okay, that'll bring it up, and then I can go to um. That's not that'll work. Can I not move to desktop? I want to send to desktop. Create shortcut. There we go. Yes. Okay, and then I can actually take that and put it on. Still. Anyway, let's launch the game and I will dispel everyone's fears and aspersions. Okay. Now the reason why I'm doing this, because again, I hadn't planned on doing this until literally about 20 minutes ago. What had happened was now we talked about this briefly. We talked about Modpocalypse, right? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to tab out to shrink myself down. All right, let's just hope that everything works. Because before it didn't even go to this. It literally just minimized it. Every time I would click on the thing, it would just re-minimize. It wouldn't. It's doing it again. What the fuck? First things first. That's not the thing. Shrink me down, first of all. Why won't it? Guys, it's not letting me. Every time I click on it, doing. All right, I'm gonna have to. Now, okay. I just restarted my computer, so I shouldn't be having any issues. I've played. I was playing Fallout 4 earlier. It's streaming natively yet, right? Maybe that's the issue. Settings. Let's go to stream. We're gonna figure this out, guys, because or video. It's 1920 by 1080. Which is exactly what my game's playing at, or supposed to anyway. Alright, we're gonna try this for a third time. If it doesn't want to work, we'll try streaming some Skyrim. Which again, I don't have any problem doing. go to options real quick. And you know what we're going to try to do? We're going to try to play it in windowed mode. Why is my, wait. Oh, if you play it in windowed mode, it'll only go to 1280 by 720. 1920 by 1080. Okay, let's try this again. I'll know instantly if it's working or not because it's doing it again. What's going on? Yeah, it keeps minimizing the desktop the second I click on my mouse, and it won't bring it back up. So for some reason, Fallout 4 has decided to stop working. But I think it might be because I turned on a couple of mods. Here I am about to defend Fallout 4. And while I'm bringing my mod manager back up, which it just popped right back up. That's great. It's an extension update. I don't care about Team Fortress. I don't play Team Fortress. And that's something new as well. All right, so I turned on like 2 mods, and I'm gonna turn them right back off because everything was working fine a minute ago, and then I turned these mods on. Let me find them quick. It's not my ENB. Deep. Yeah, I turned that one on. Let me turn that off. Turned that one on. I think there's one more. I think it was like Thriving Salem or something. Excuse me. I had a little sip of soda finally. The mouth and ear are not hurting quite as bad as they were. Excuse me. They're still hurting. Still hurting, but not quite as bad as they were. Scrap. Snappy. Town interiors, tougher. Unlock trailers. Vivid. What's the one about Salem? Maybe I didn't turn it on. Let me, hold on. Let's look for Salem. Flourishing Salem. It says it's disabled. Let me double check. Flourishing Salem is what it's called. And I didn't turn that one on. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. All right, so what we're going to do while I've got my mod manager up is we're going to try to launch this again. And we'll see those 3 mods. One of those 3 mods was what was causing it to not want to properly launch. Because I'm not joking. From about 12:30 to about 2, I played Fallout 4. Let's see. Now everyone is, in a bum rush to social media right now to say that I can't play my game. It's doing it again. Yeah, it's doing it again. I've been playing Fallout 4 for at least a good 2.5 hours. Never had a problem out of it for the last 2 days. And then today, as I'm trying to stream for you guys to prove my point, it decides to not prove my point. I am so sorry. I texted Joseph to let him know a minute ago, right before I started streaming, that I was about to start streaming. We're still not streaming, and we've been going for 10 minutes almost. All right, so what we're going to do, what we're going to have to do is hook up my controller because we're going to switch to Skyrim since Fallout doesn't want to work. But I'm going to tell you about Skyrim. I mean, not Skyrim, but Fallout. I'm going to tell you what's going on with it. Nothing is going on with it. It's working as intended. I'll explain what I mean. I wonder if, because I did just update Streamlabs. I'm wondering if it's an issue with Streamlabs. We'll know in a minute if Skyrim won't launch. Uh, let me switch back to Skyrim real quick. I don't know if I need to switch back to Skyrim on my mod manager, but just in case, I don't think I do, but just in case, I like doing that. All right, now let me close that. Thought I saw something. All right, let's run SKSE because it's working fine. So anyway, everyone's freaking out about my game. I can't play any mods, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so so far everything seems to be working with Skyrim. So yay, Fallout 4 is just acting stupid right now. I don't know. It was working fine an hour ago, before I showered, and it seems like the shower, I guess it doesn't like me smelling like Irish Spring because normally I smell like Dove. Anyway, controller. So what had happened was, the first thing I'm gonna say is, mods aren't broken. Mods are not broken. Mods are not broken. Now, some of them aren't updated to work with the new version of Fallout 4, but mods aren't broken. They're working completely as intended. The only thing is, there are mods that rely on F4SE, which is Fallout 4 Script Extender. And some mods that don't rely on F4SE do, in fact, rely on... What the fuck? Oh, yeah, we're about to enter this dungeon, but let me finish saying what I was going to say. Some mods rely on mod configuration menu. Therefore, a mod configuration menu relies on F4SE. There's really only like a handful of mods that you guys need to be using anyway that rely on F4SE. I'd say I have like 3 or 4 mods that rely on F4SE. That's it. All the other mods out there, like the unofficial Fallout 4 patch, I mean, there's all kinds of like settlement building mods and content mods and looks menu mods, all kinds of stuff. Faster terminals. What is up? Goddess Athena 96. It's good to see you. I hope you have fun. I hope you're having fun. And I hope you stick around. But like, I did have to start a new playthrough for my own personal playing because the character that we've been running around on relies on F4SE. But I went to the page where you update your F4SE, and they are currently working on a fix. It should be out probably in a day or so. Everyone's freaking out, but within a day or so, everyone's mods will be working exactly as intended. It's not that big a deal. Won't be captured in the game capture screen, but will still show up on just as a screen capture. No, I could see it perfectly fine on my game capture. It wasn't showing up on my, it kept minimizing to my desktop. And every time I would click on it, it would come back up and then re-minimize. It wouldn't stay up. I don't know why it was doing that. But, it's fine. We can, yeah. And like I said, I played Fallout 4 for about 2.5 hours today on a new character because I'm missing like 3 or 4 mods that aren't game breaking. The mods that I'm using mod configuration menu, so you can go in there and change settings in some of your mods. And in order for that to work, you have to have F4SE. And then I think I've got I think looks menu relies on it, and place everywhere. I think those are the 3 mods I use that rely on F4SE. So for me, it wasn't that big a deal. I was like, you know what? I can't use place everywhere right now, but I can use all my other mods. It's not that big a deal. Oh, it's a bad guy. Let's see what we can get away with. Boom! Got him! Don't forget to change the game title too. I'm on mobile, so I don't know if it hasn't updated yet. Talking about the title of today's stream? Oh! Okay, I get what you're saying. Now, when the next gen update hit, I thought it was going to be a lot bigger file size. It was only 14 and a half gigs. That's pretty small compared to like, I've got mods that are like 8 or 9 gigs. I don't run them um very often. Those are more like for like private playthroughs, because when you stream a game, just playing any game, even if you have like a super next gen system, stream like just playing a game off stream can tax your system. But then you'll turn around and stream it, and that taxes your system even more. You know, it charges more resources and whatnot. And so speed looting everything real quick. He was making another Briar heart, is what he was doing. I saw his heart was cut out. But yeah, modding the game isn't hard and all that. But when the next gen update come out, it was like 14 and a half gigs, and so I was like, well, I'll turn this on, and I forgot that they recently upgraded my internet, so I was expecting the download to take at least like 30 minutes or so. I went downstairs and unloaded and reloaded the dishwasher, and then I came back upstairs because I'd left my drink up here, and it was done. I was like, oh, well, that was fast. It got dark very quickly in the game. I mean, it was daytime a second ago. But so then I just one by one, I went through all of my mods to see which ones were reliant on F4SE, and I was just like, until I got down to just about the complete bottom of the list of mods, I was like, I'm not reliant on F4SE. Why am I using it? And then I finally found like 2 or 3 mods, just 2 or 3. So mods aren't broken. And honestly, I'm gonna say this, and um this is gonna sound a little like, you know, but I don't know any other way of saying it. If you, even on a next gen computer with 1440p monitors and upscaling and DLSS and all that kind of stuff, and I'm running on an RTX 4060, so I'm able to run anything, right? But if you are running a playthrough where you have, let's say, more than 10 mods that are reliant on F4SE, your game is already going to crash. Doesn't matter how many stability mods you use, or how many like how much overclocked, how well overclocked your system is. If you're running a more than like 2 or 3 mods that are that reliant on F4SE, your game is incredibly scripted. And the more scripts you're running, the more, you know, badgered your computer gets running that, the more your game is going to crash, the more unstable it's going to be. Like, no one needs to be no one needs to have that many damn F4SC reliant mods all running in tandem. That's not good. What's up, Eric? How are you feeling, man? Hope you're doing okay today. And while I'm asking, Fallout 4 didn't want to launch. It made a liar out of me. Really sorry. And if I was to tab out to fix my title and all that, it would crash Skyrim. I don't know why, but it's something new lately where I've never had an issue tabbing out to do things in my stream before. What sees me? Why am I detected? What is looking at me? There's something around here. Something this way. It's got to be a fish or something. One of them slaughter fish. But anyway, yeah, Fallout 4 did not want to. No, my computer's a great computer. Yeah, it had to have been something on that side, because since I've moved over here, nothing sees me. Something, it's probably a slaughter fish. Be right back. Okay. We'll be here. We'll be waiting on you. Where am I at? Aerial Daryl's cabin. Oh, that. Okay, so we got a quest to go to Widow's Watch Ruin. And then we have a quest to. Oh, I picked up a book off camera. Huh. Let me look at my quests real quick. The paper mirror. That's actually really cool. When I've done it before, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember going through it. And basically, it's like a uh Athena Crafty Cub is a fellow streamer, and you should definitely check out his channel. He's not a game streamer; he's a crafter, and he is incredible at what he does. You should definitely check him out. I love watching his show. I don't watch his show as much as I should, but I watch it as much as I can, if that makes sense. Oh, you came from his Discord. Oh, so you know Eric. Okay. So I don't have to do the whole spiel. But I will say that one of the things I love about whenever I watch his channel is I love that he has a dual camera setup, and when he's doing something, he is telling you, like, he'll give you the history of something, or he'll explain, where this color or what this type of thread comes from, or who invented the type of stitch or whatever it is. But one of the things that I really like about his channel is while you're watching it, he has a sample piece. I don't pick that up. He'll have like for instance, he'll have a sample piece. Like, we're gonna make this today, and then he'll make it on camera for you and show you how to do it. And he will explain in plain English, very easy to follow, how you do it. He's so easy to follow. I love watching his shows when I can. I especially love when Granny Karen shows up, or whenever the Friar shows up, or whenever he even wears the turkey hat. I love the turkey hat. That's probably my favorite thing. That, and he loves the donkey song. He swears it's incredibly well known. I've never heard of it in my life before until he told me about it. I did do the little donkey song collab with him, but I'd never heard of it until I met him. And now it's like, it's always, oh, it is a fish. There it is right there. Bitch, where you at? He's stalking me. He flat out sees me now. Whether or not. Oh, that's what we're gonna. Okay, so anyway, the paper mirror is it's almost like a choose your own adventure book. You pick up this book and you read it, and it tells you about what you're doing right that second and where you go next. And then when you get there, you're told, look in the book again, and it'll give you the next It's really crazy how this book is telling you your story. And then there's the Immortal Coil, and then we've also got we've got to return Nostra's helmet to him. I forgot about that. He's in Solitude. That's where we're gonna head. I cannot fetch Travel when there are enemies nearby. Well, that sucks. I need to get away from that damn fish that's after me. Maybe I got far enough away. Let's see. Motherfucker. This is gonna drive me nuts. I wonder if it's still after me. We'll just go over here. Oh, hello, Mr. Goat. I love when I get a goat. And y'all saw that arrow went through that goat. You have to be just about on top of a goat in order to hit it with an arrow. Maybe I should switch to like an auto cannon. Maybe that's what I should. That's what I should. Everybody needs to get on Eric's or Crafty Cub's Discord or his channel and give him some well wishes. He's been a little under the weather blah lately, and he's one of the greatest guys in the world. You guys should definitely just go in there and just like, we love you. I found your helmet. It's real. That's it. That's all I get. Okay then. That's all we got from him. Okay. So I did actually discover, excuse me, I'm sorry. I did discover the uh the Forgotten Ruins where you have to meet Cassia, and for some reason I'm really feeling that. I think we should do that. I think we should do the Forgotten City quest. It's literally it's okay, it's over here and it's really close to like Markarth and Hagrock Redoubt, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go to the Forgotten Ruins. It's kind of like behind a waterfall. This is mod content. I've never played it before, so I don't know what to expect, but I feel like this could be a fun little a little jaunt, a little adventure. Just seeing if there's any fish I need to snatch up. I don't see any fishies. Okay. I always like grabbing fish. Which is funny because I don't I don't eat like any kind of fish. What did I just hear? Just heard something. I was just telling everyone, Eric, to go hop on your stream and say hello. Oh, that's a dead skeever. Why is there a dead skeever in here? Ooh, I found some goodies here. Oh, wait! I remember this! I have done this quest before! This is a quest to deal with time and and like a murder or something. I remember this. Do you guys remember this? We did this once on another playthrough. I do remember this. We go here and everything's like destroyed. Not not on your stream, on your Discord. I might have said stream, but I meant Discord. I was telling everybody to hop in there and go in your Discord and everybody tell you that they love you. I remember this now. I do remember this. As soon as I got in here, I remembered this. Okay, I remember this. I was just telling everybody that you've been kind of blah lately and you hadn't been streaming, and I just wanted everybody to hop in there and tell you how much they love you and miss you. That's all. All right, so this is Cassia. I'm Shadow. I got your letter. I'm ready. Okay, so this particular mod, I remember this now. This particular mod deals with time travel, and it did so well for some reason that it won a video game award. I don't know what award it won. It wasn't like the video game awards, but it won an award that mod authors don't ever win. So it did so well that the people who made this mod turned it into a full-fledged game on its own called The Forgotten City that is actually on sale on Steam right now, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to pick up the Dusty Journal. See what this says. It's been a minute, so we're still going to acquaint ourselves with it. If you're reading this, you stand at the entrance to an ancient dwarven city. No doubt you have never heard of it, for in all my travels and all my study, I've never read of it in any text save for the inscription here. It reads, "Those who seek refuge will find peace here, basking in the sun under the ground. Those who seek gold will find riches beyond imagining, but will pay for this folly with their lives. For there is no return to the world of man." Is it possible there's life down there? Is it possible the dwarves are still alive after all this time? As I stand here on the precipice, war raging all over Tamriel, my mind is made up. Today I take a leap of faith. Beloved reader, perhaps one day you will join me. Consider this an invitation or a warning. Okay then. So I am a really big fan of this particular mod because it deals with time travel, which is a trope that I really love. I was trying to see what was in that little cave. Now I can get back up there if I no clip it, but I'm not interested in that right now. Is there anything down here worth grabbing or looking at? See anything? All right, so the first time I did this, the first time I played this particular. Wait, I wonder, can I actually? I want to see. I wonder if I can actually. I cannot fast travel from here. So we're stuck down here until we're not. I don't remember exactly. There's bodies everywhere. Everything's in kind of disrepair. I don't think there's enemies, but I do believe there might be ghosts. It's been a minute, like a hot minute. Yeah, I think I have to kill ghosts or something. This water is clear. I mean, there's loot in these locations. It may not be the best loot. What's funny is a lot of this area that we're in right here, it looks awful, right? But um, once we go back into the past, everything kind of looks better. See, right now, if you look, this place looks awful. I mean, it's just burnt up and dark. Yes, I did say we are stuck here until we're not. That's creepy. I remember the first time I played through this, I was honestly terrified because I didn't know what to expect. And there are a few little teeny tiny minor jump scares. All right, let's read his self defense note. We'll say that. To whoever who reads this, I'm so sorry you had to find me like this, and worse, that you will share my fate. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. But there are only two choices: death or the door to the house on the lake. I made the mistake of opening that door. I thought I could help them if I found the right one, but whatever I did, it took me right back to the lake house. In the end, all I learned is that some things are worse than death. I urge you to learn from my mistakes. Best to take your own life now than find out what awaits you beyond that door. I've locked it and hidden the key. I'll guard it with my eternal soul if I have to. But I fear even that will not be enough, for the lake house calls to you, and when it does, you must not listen. Altreus. Okay, Altreus. I'm not gonna take his dignity. I'm not gonna take his clothes. Ooh. We're gonna check out this big chunky boy here. Okay, so he's not going to come to life and attack. There's that. That's good. I don't know. I can't go in there. It's so freaking dark. Clothes, shoes. Yeah, we can't go into anything. I can use the tanning rack. Got some potato moonshine. Is that what that said? And a salt pile. I don't know if it's really picking up in game, but there's a bunch of like matter floating in the air. It's very similar to like the Upside Down from Stranger Things. And everything just looks so sad and quiet. Fish over here. Oops, well, I jumped in the water. That's not what I meant to do. All right, so the lake house calls to us. But isn't it locked? Isn't that what he said? He hid the key to it? We're going to have to find a way in, I think. Requires a key to open. There's not like a lot of options here. And I'm sad about it. There's something down here in the water. Oh, it's dark in this water. I don't like this. I wonder if I wait. I don't think it'll have any difference, but I was about to say, I wonder if I wait a little bit of time, if like, it'll lighten up a little bit. What time is it? It's currently 11 p.m. That might be. Let's wait like 8 hours. I don't think, because we're underground, I really don't think it's going to make it any lighter in here, but we're going to have to look around and find. Oh, it did get a little bit brighter in here. Oh, okay. It did a little tiny bit, a little teensy. What time is it now? It's currently 7 a.m. Let's wait one more hour. It got a teensy bit lighter. And I mean just a teensy, not much. All right, so we got to find a way to remove that magical barrier. And this is the mine that goes. What the fuck? Where did you come from? A skeever. Okay, it says. Okay. Well, we just busted the door. Let's see what this says. Notice. This area is not safe. Enter at your own risk. I want to say there's like these really crazy, like arcane critters. Still not attacking. That's fine. That house. Or that house. Oh, shit. There are just skeevers in here. I just noticed it when it moved. So there's a few things alive in here. No one there either. Flowers? Yes, they are. Okay. So we need to go, I believe we need to go up here. Okay, so we're back where we started. Another burnt corpse. And every corpse you run across, I believe, is going to be burnt. There. And I'm not. Oh, Altruist was drinking wine. So. Right, so that's the door we came through. More bodies. Hello. So let's. I believe we have to go up here. Could be wrong. Nope. Citadel. Okay. Here we go. Let's hear it. Okay, so we're gonna start buying invisibility with this bow. That was creepy. I can't see, can I? I wish there was a way to like bats or something for Skyrim. It goes. Ooh, there's gold. Hello. A double bed. I've never seen a double bed in one of these. Oh, see. And ooh, flawless emerald and ruby. Yes, please. Yes, queen. Now, I don't know if I should grab everything because the way time seems to be working, and I believe like things you do in the past can sometimes impact the future. I know that's nuts. Really wish the lights would stop doing that. Oh, I see a seabed. Got it. Okay. I believe I actually end up coming. We. I also think I think I recall something along the lines of when you just checking. I want to say that when you finish the quest, you find out that it ends up being replayable and that it has multiple endings. Letter from the Jarl to Vetus. Vitus? Where is it? Is it? Oh, oh, there it is. Dear Vetus, if I recall correctly, I've asked you several times now to repair the cracked wall pipe in my bathroom, and yet it continues to leak. If it's not repaired properly soon, I'm concerned the whole wall will collapse. Jarl Metellus. Ooh, ooh, that lock is feeling spicy. Got it. Dwarven dagger and helmet and oil and some gold. I'll take that gold. So is this Metellus's room? Now, when you go back in time, everything's lit up and pretty, and there's people, all that kind of thing. Ooh, strong. Hello. And I seem to recall when you go back in time, everything is owned. So if you try to pick up anything, it's stolen. So I hate how the lights just come on like that. I really do. And I want to say there's like some kind. Oh, that's like. Wait, I want to say there's like some kind of like ghoul-like enemy. Okay, we got another letter. Jarl's letter to Sanchi. Dear Chef Asanshi, I'm reliably informed that you've been filling my daughter's head with ideas about the illegal and soul-destroying substance used by degenerates all over elsewhere. Skooma. It appears you may not have been entirely forthcoming with me about your personal history as a disgraceful skooma addict prior to arriving in my city. I will be watching you closely. I remind you that you are in a privileged position of trust and confidence in my citadel, and if you do not conduct yourself with the utmost propriety, you will very quickly find yourself living in squalor in the city below. Oh, so the tower thing that we're in is considered like the good part of town, and the rest of the town that was outside is considered squalor? Wow. And the reason why I say wow is because when we finally make it to the past and you guys see what that city was like outside, you'll be like, this was squalor. Okay, so that dresser requires a key that we don't have, which sucks. I like that little room divider. That's interesting. Wait, is that? No, we gotta go this way. Okay, we came out of that door. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. There. Very easy. Ooh! To get turned around in this booger. Someone was going to make themselves a scroll and they didn't get to it. There is a little bit of loot in here, so. I don't mean just this room, like this whole. Oh, what is that? A gold ingot. No. Gotcha. Hmm. Interestingly enough, I forgot when I pick locks, I make a wax key if there is one. And the fact that I got a key to the dresser um tells me that I'll have that key when I go back in time and I'll be able to like open up that dresser and get more stuff out of it. I'm assuming. Unsent letter. Let's read this. Dearest Brayman, I know this letter will never reach you, but I want to write to you anyway. One of my neighbors here said it might help me get closure, whatever that means. I wish I could tell you how sorry I am about what happened. You must be wondering why I just disappeared one day. I think you know I would never leave you, so by now you've probably assumed I'm dead and moved on. I wouldn't blame you if you have. Markarth is a hard place, and you'll need all the help you can get, and our son will need a father. I just needed to write this down. I love you. Yormond. Oh, tell me Braywin's a dude. Tell me! Tell me, tell me, tell me. That would make my day. I'm not trying to gay up everything, but I want to say I want to gay up everything. Why not? Why not? There's no rules. Let's check this one. I feel like I'm gonna get comfortable not worrying about those damn things, and then they're gonna freaking attack.
Please understand to stop you.
What mistake? I believe this whole city was built on the premise that you could live here peacefully and happy for all of your days until you broke the law. If anyone broke the law, everyone died. I believe that's the story.
And now you ignore.
I see one. I see a ghost.
Searching for the key.
then the light went out again. Damn it. He was coming at me. That was Altreus's ghost. That was the guy who killed himself right as we like walked up to that tree. All right, there's something in there. The door's already open. Let's go loot his ghost. That one's open. Okay, so I think where did his ghost go? Am I not able to loot his ghost? Oh, that's ooh, that guy looked dangerous. I know I'm right about where I shot Altreus, and he just disappeared, and then that was it. Okay, well, we'll go in here first. This was like a spa or something. Yeah, there's like tubs. And I want to say, when you go back in time and you walk in here, there's a girl in here just sitting here getting her steam on. I don't know. Gaia's key. Lots of clothes and jewelry. I'm assuming Gaia is a woman. I mean, that is a traditional. And she's got Dwamora's journal. Tornadoes are hitting south of us. Be safe, okay? Let everyone know that you make it, out in one piece. And thank you so much for hopping in here and saying hello. I really do appreciate it. See? I bet you this is the one that had the pipe that was leaking. You're fine. You're fine. I've always said that if I don't make affiliate, it's not meant to be. But I'm still gonna stream. Still gonna have fun. But I do appreciate you caring. Wait, did we read Dramora's journal? I don't think we did. We didn't. Dear Journal, today my father gave me this stupid journal in the hope that I would write down my thoughts and feelings. I know you're reading this, Father. I may be young, but I'm not stupid. I know you like to go through my things when you think I'm not looking. You get to keep your secrets, and we both know you like to keep secrets, so I'm keeping mine. Sincerely, Dramora. Okay, Dramora, calm yourself. It's not that big a deal. He's just being a parent. Sometimes being a parent involves, you can let your children have their privacy, but if her tone in that letter was anything to go by, it's probably best that he checks in on her journal every once in a while. She seems the type to be a little bit of a bad seed. Okay, citizen arrival log. Here we go. I believe that's a clue. Gaia, Narnabas, deceased. Golvar, Vetus, Yorman, Potterval, deceased. Duly evicted. Rastasia, Asanchi, Domitus, Saphira. I like that name. Domitus is Greek, I think. Sato, Vernon, Luki, Olrin, Miyazi is missing. Jeshul, Ismar, Habik, Miranda, Degland, Rikus. Damn, there's a lot of them. You know what? I'm not going through this whole thing. That's a little too thorough. Grab all the books. I will say that they did a. I mean, again, this is mod content, so it's very well done. You know what? Seeing as how all right, we can see a little bit better now, seeing as how we've now got a hovering light. It only lasts for about a minute, then I can just recast it. And since I'm going to be recasting it, it'll help increase my conjuration, I think. Oh, we got ourselves a chest here with a master lock. Please let there be good loot once we get in the damn thing. Bruh. Oh, there's more stuff. Let's see. Hope there was something else. That. Just that's just something. Wall. I'm just double checking. This is a door. I think we're at the very top. We'll probably come right back in a second because I want to say, yeah, I do not want to step out on that. I seem to recall if I step out on that, I think this whole thing gives way. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that today. It's not about dying. It's about living. Bye, friend. Bye, friend. I believe that's all of those doors. There's also, I believe, another door. It might be one door below me. It's crazy because the lights keep coming on and going off, but like when I go in a room, there's no reliable light source. I don't like that. I wish the lights would just freaking stay on. Thank you very much. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Hit the wrong button. It. We didn't go in here. This is really interesting how they did this kitchen. I'm looting all this Glimmer stuff because it's worth a little bit of gold once we get back to, like, no offense, the real world. Just being selfish now. Saw one of those corpses move. I got scared. I mean, it's almost sad how quiet, and while it is quiet and peaceful, it's just sad. Okay, that was the kitchen we just came from. It's the door we just came. It's in here. This was the room that had. Okay, so ooh, I got scared. I'm just double checking everything as I go down. Hit that? Yeah. Just checking. Just checking. Go back down. I'm just going room by room because there's clues in every room and everything that he says when he starts talking. Also, are you guys able to hear my game? I feel like you guys aren't hearing it. I don't know why, but that just keeps entering my head. Like they're not. Recall. I can. I didn't take that. That gives you an 8-hour buff to your bartering ability, which again, I'm not going to have to worry about bartering in here, but still. Sleeping tree sap. Okay, wait. Sleeping tree sap? Sato. Let's read her journal. His journal? Her journal? Not sure, actually. My dreams have been getting worse lately, so yesterday I went to see if Luki had another potion I could take. Or try, excuse me. She says we've tried everything she has now and should start this dream journal. Don't see how it could help. Writing about dreams and talking about my feelings isn't how I was brought up. But I suppose it couldn't hurt either. Last night I dreamt I was falling down the shaft again, but instead of landing in the water, I kept going deeper and deeper into the earth, and there was this bright blue light. It started to burn my skin, and then I woke up. Dreamt Stendar was talking to me, but I couldn't hear him. He was punishing me for something, but I don't know what. Kept thinking I was supposed to be doing something. I reminded him I quit the vigilance years ago, and he's not my god anymore. He was angry. Woke up. Forgot to write it yesterday. Can't remember what I dreamed about. Last night, I dreamt I was talking to Stendar again. He said I'd failed him, and he was sending others to do what I couldn't. Today, the city had some new arrivals. Brondus and Leandrus, both vigilants of Stendar. Couldn't make out a word they said, but I knew who they were and why they were here. Stendar sent them to replace me. Good luck to them both with whatever it is they're meant to do here. One of the Stendar's faithful is already dead. Went down into the tunnels under the city, ignoring the Jarl's warning. Burnt alive. They just left him there, clutching his shiny dwarven helmet. Brandis, the other one, is on his deathbed. Luki's looking after him. I hope Stendar is too. No dreams last night. No dreams on Loretta's, but last night I had a new one. The sky was black and the whole city was shaking. Fire everywhere. Woke up. Didn't feel like going back to sleep after that. And that's her last journal. And I'll just say she has very premonitive dreams. Like she's displaying a little bit of prescience right about now. A Daedra heart? Why does she have a Daedra heart if she's an ex-vigilant of Stendar? Holy crap balls, you guys. You know what? I am a Khajiit. I was about to say, don't I have Night Eye? Let's try that. Yes, I can see a little bit better with Night Eye. It tends to like really increase my FOV, which is my field of vision, and like get up there, dude. Wait, was that a skull up there I just saw? Yeah, it is. It's a skull. I wonder if she poisoned the guy that was on his deathbed. She did have a Daedra heart, and she did have poison. I swear I keep hearing something. Idiom. This is so much better than having to pull that light. Oh, we got another old letter. Okay, here we go. Where did it go? What, there it is. Oh, it's putting them in alphabetical order rather than like the newest ones. Gaia, I know you've already decided to leave, and there's nothing I can say to convince you to stay with me and your family in High Rock. I just wanted to say that I think you're making a terrible mistake choosing a life of research and dusty old tombs over what I offered you: marriage, children, and a beautiful home. I'm just going to come out and say it. I loved you once, but I honestly hope I never see you again. You can burn in oblivion for all I care. Gerald. Okay, he sounds a little toxic. You can't be mad at some. It's not like she's with anyone else. She's probably just as miserable without you, dude. But she's doing what she loves. There was a wedding dress in it. I'm curious as to what that actually looks like. I really am. I would like to see the wedding dress. Sword next to it. There's a book up there. And armor. And then there's a potion up there. That's the one. Oh, there's a necklace on top. Okay. That's the one thing about this is in order to get everything, you have to like do a lot of like jumping. Got it. Students of Dwemer Hall. They don't say precedents, they say antecedents, which is, I guess, the same thing. I could be wrong. I guess this is where the local blacksmith lives. Oh, that's stealing. But you know, it's not against the law to look as long as you don't take anything. Bitch, can you please? We know it's over there somewhere. Got it. Bloody rags. Shrouded arm. Oh, dearie. Torture tools? Aversion to fire. Well, we know that this guy here committed a crime or was planning and plotting to commit a crime. Stone. This is the skeever I shot earlier. Back to the Forgotten City we go. Wait, there's something over there. Other side of the lake. I see fishies. It's always salmon. Why can't I just catch a catfish? Or some cod or some halibut or something. Besides, man, they are farming the hell out of some mushrooms. There's mushrooms everywhere. We gotta find the key to this lake house. Damn, bright eye shit only lasts for 60 seconds. Say there's like, oh, I see an iron helmet. I thought there was. What's this? Oh, is that slaughterfish eggs? Yes, that means there's going to be slaughterfish in this water somewhere. Like a treasure chest or something. Thought there was. Guess there isn't. This is gonna drive me bonkers. I gotta find this key. We may have to go into like the bad part of town. The tunnels under the city or something. Guess not. Have it redo my now. Oh, there's a sunken house. Okay. Spoon floating in the water. And this looks a lot like Stalrim. There's Stalrim in here? I mean, there's nothing in here. It, that's it. Wait. There's a fork. Oh, we've got a pickaxe. It'd be crazy if, like, underwater I could just, like, use a pickaxe. I'm not seeing anything in here, so. I thought that there was like some kind of lockbox somewhere in the water. I could have sworn there was. I also wish there was like. I feel like there should be fast swimming in the water. Oh, hello, fishy. Of course, it's salmon. There it is. I knew there was a lockbox somewhere. No key to the lake house. Oh, my neighbors are out. Just heard their little baby. So let's. Double check on the coast. It's on the coast. This is very, I don't know. Wait, there's one right there. I couldn't see it before because I couldn't see in the dark that well. There's another one right here. With a master lock. Please let the key be in this thing. Got it. Dwarven Dagger of Thunderbolt. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that loot, but that's not the loot I was wanting. Huh. Okay, so I keep having to redo my. There's something over there too, and I can't quite recall. There's a door up there, and I think there's a door up there. I don't quite recall how to get up there. But we're gonna run back over to the lake house and see if we missed something. Oh no. Goes back to the tent. He says that he hid a key. Just checking back here real quick. Seeing if there's anything hidden back here. I have a feeling we're gonna have to go into the tunnels under the city, but I think it's just like a whole bunch of bad shit in there. Nothing back here. I feel like I want to say I had this issue before where I couldn't find the key, and I might have had to Google it. It's been a long time since I did this quest. Like, got these docks here. Just checking the boat. Been through all that. All right, let's try the underground tunnels and see what happens. don't like it. I'm not gonna be able to get through here now. There's been a cave in, people. Well, the game flat out does not want us to go that way either. Get a drink real quick. I'm gonna hurt my rib here. I'm probably gonna pay for that, but oh well. All right. Sneaky. I seem to recall also, yeah, there was other lock boxes. Just little lock boxes in weird places, just like hidden between and behind people's homes and stuff. Stop that now. Just checking behind the back side of these stalls to see if there's anything. From the lock boxes. I feel like there's more than just that one. I want to say there's several. Just don't know where they are. So we're going to. You know what? The key might be in that lockbox that's on that balcony. That was up here and then go up there. I think that might be it, but we're going to check these buildings first. Bang, bang. I wish that lasted a little bit. Oh, shit! Oh, I forgot about this area up here. Doors are like blocked off, but I don't think they're permanently blocked. Oh, I see another one. Another skiver. Hello, skiver. I'm not looting it. I think I can go through this door. Yep, abandoned palace. This is the one that I think has like the creepy little zombie things. It's got something like a, they're called afflicted or something. They are reflected. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but they've got something alive in here. Get up, jump in. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, pull out the boat just in case. And we can't go that way. Because I think we have to, yeah, we have to climb up that and then use the pipe to cross over. Just trying to remember how I did it last time. Everywhere. Why do they have this many coffins, may I ask? Alright, so I'm gonna have to, like, get over. Yeah, aha, I got it. Yes, queen. Yes. And I'm supposed to, like, just jump onto this thing. Then on here. Okay, got it. I think I'm doing this right. Get up there. Just. Yeah, I can't get up there. I'm trying to remember how I did this. Maybe I no-clipped it. Store and opens it that way. Nope. I wonder if I. This is a game. A game. This is a mod. It does not hold your hand. It doesn't give you the answers. It makes you figure it out. Which, on the one hand, I appreciate. Supposed to like shoot something. Some gauntlets or something right there. I can shoot through the door. Shoot through the door. Doing right. Maybe I have to light these. Go to magic. Let's go to flames. That's it. Nope. That's not it. Alright, so we can't do anything in here either. We gotta just keep looking. I think we're gonna have to go loot that chest. Just double check. Just notice this tower in the center. We're pretty much blocked off from anything else, really. It's in the center tower. Oh, wait, that's a door that's blocked off, isn't it? Or am I just wrong? Doesn't seem to have a door to it, although I would assume it would be this door here. See a door leading into it. Anyway, did I check this? I did. I will say the construction of this place is very sound and solid. All right, so let's run upstairs all the way up that damn tower. We just got to go up, 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 up. Is this it? I don't think this is it, but we're gonna check. I think this is the first balcony. Yeah, and the one we're looking for is that one, I believe. It's way up there. This one goes up now. Jeez, it just keeps going. There was a key there that I couldn't get to. Or doors. Here's the other. Yeah, we're gonna have to go out on this balcony. I don't want to. It's not gonna be good. I'm not happy about it. But I think the key might be here. Yep, there we go. Take a potion of healing. Get up, get up, get up. You're fine. You're fine. You're not. All right, so now we can enter the lake house. But we have destroyed that balcony and we can no longer access it. I think that is scripted for you to always lose health, which is nuts because I'm in God mode. I'm not supposed to um lose health, but this is where I believe this is how we go back into the past and we get to see this place before it was destroyed, attated. Grab everything else before I read that damn note. I feel like that's really going to be what kicks everything off. Because I think when you're in the past of this place, you can't enter this house. So I'm gonna grab everything. There's his ghost, or not his ghost, his body. Excuse me. It's a ghost. Nothing really of note. Disturbed his resting place. Metellus, not Marius. I don't know why I said Marius. All right, let's read Metellus's note. Oh, it's up top this time.
Discovered this wondrous city. It soon followed the and our community grew and prospered. I write for my subject in the picture and I speak. This is why, at the expense of my own life, I open a port to it. Before all this began, beloved reader, you must go back, investigate what set this atrocity in motion, and prevent it by any means necessary.
So Metellus was the Jarl. Go. Yeah. I'm very excited about this. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Isn't it lovely? And see, wasn't this right here all like mushrooms, and now we've got like lots of pretties and pools and stuff. That chicken egg. There we go. All right, so there's a guy here. Hello. Dooley.
We're not supposed to talk to you people till they see the yacht.
Do you know a way out of here? What's your story? Oh, that's sad. What are you looking for?
Oh, no. Okay. And we- we- you- you- you are- oh, yeah.
I'll be going now.
Oh, fine.
So I'm assuming that I'm going to end up getting a quest from this guy to help him find his brother's treasure. The treasure. You guys know I love a good treasure. To quote Katya Zamalachikova when she talks about stealing, your treasure is my pleasure. Let's jump in the water real quick. First of all, we can see now. Really good. Still can't loot those freaking eggs. It's driving me nuts. I want to try going back in this little house here and see if it's different in the past. There goes that damn spoon. Oh, we have a cave here, which requires a key that we don't have. So that's something different. Pickaxe. That same pickaxe. So if we're very careful, we can actually loot certain things like twice. There's going to be loot in this right here. Empty. Okay, so maybe I won't be able to re-loot treasure boxes I've already looted. But it's still kind of cool. Look and see if I can see this little area here. That looks like something an eel would live in. Okay, we're going to talk through the water. I've just arrived. I did. There was a time portal in there, which brought me here from the future. Seriously, what is today's date? What year?
Yes, you hit your head pretty hard, but I'm sharp. 94th year. Is
Your laws?
anyone still? I can take it to
I'll make my own way.
I'll find him at the top of the city. Persons
Bye. Alright, let's get out of the water so we can actually see what we're doing. That was the guy we were just talking to. Oh. Okay, calm your titties. Oh, is that? We've got butterflies. Hello. We love the butter and we love the flies. We love the flies made of butter. Did I grab it? Oh, no. Alright, who is she? Hi, friend. Ismar. She just. Okay, I guess she'll talk to me.
Come on. It's not, is it? You've only just not giving you guys a chance to wait out.
You're right. Never mind.
It's more like I just want to make sure we have food for it. Can't afford to run out there, you know. It's hard work. Being good one keeps me active and I sleep soundly at night.
Good for you, girl. You don't think the Jarl works hard?
No, it's not at all. I say the same to his face if I saw him. He's always hiding at the citadel. You know what? I'm not even sure what he does. He doesn't order. Dwarves live in as long as I have a roof over my head and food on Good neighbors, like can't complain.
So she likes Golvar. I'll be going.
We're seeing you around.
Does she have to call me love every 5 seconds? That's it. I don't like when people I don't know try to get that familiar with. I don't like that. I really don't. Hello, Fishy. Who is this person? Olrin. Okay, hello, Olrin.
Supposed to talk. See,
Do you know a way out of here?
so wife disappears. Everybody. I wish you idiots would just leave.
Do I find a way to escape the city?
She's not here.
I want to know where she went.
How should I? I woke up. She was just gone. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't say. And you stop asking, judging, asking questions like you. I had something to do with it. Well, I didn't. And nobody cares that I lost my. They just scan to your animals.
I'll be going now.
Let me hear. See,
Maisie. That's her name. Maisie. Just looking around real quick to see if anything new is popping. I guess the water comes out of this pipe here. That's where all the water comes from. I'm just curious as to where they're pumping it from, though. Is there like another lake or something that we're gonna run across? Because the last time I played this, I don't think I gave myself time to explore really, so I'm gonna really explore and meet everyone. Saphira,
We can talk, but be quick. I'm gonna be back any second.
do you know a way out of here?
I was gonna ask you the same.
Oh, so she don't want to be here.
I'm Saphira. I'm from a part called Pride.
She lived in the
You
worst
never
part of
go
town.
there? Don't. Just don't. Oh, but here, I met a. He was there. His nobody has any business being there.
True.
And when he saw short, I followed him here. The more I think about it, I would have been thrown in the water. He's like ski.
Daddy Joseph's in the house, guys. You want to get away from Dominus?
Take my as you can.
Don't the laws here protect you from him?
Only. Look, I jumped up the wharf, didn't think it through. Maybe it was meant to protect. What it really does is make everybody to stand up for themselves. Or check people in Dominic knows that. He's next in line as y'all of this place, so he gets his way by threatening to punish anyone who doesn't do what he wants. Because if he hit me, the point is he doesn't. I've seen him make grown men doors. They don't cry easily.
That's true. Is there anything I can do to help?
Interfering won't make things worse. The only way you can help is to find a way out of this city. Do something about the dwarves. No, the way out. Our place is beneath. Nobody's ever explored. It's time.
I'll do my best.
I suppose that's all I can ask for. That okay?
He's very paranoid. Everyone seems to be like, oh, we're so lucky we live here. And then at the same time, they're like, we're not so lucky to be living here. I'm not going to go into any houses quite yet because we still have to go meet the Jarl. But first, we're going to run across everyone. So no one's at this lovely little stall. And Altreus is. Oh, the tree is actually bloomed.
Yeah.
What is that in the tree right there? What is that? Looks like a fire breather. This tree looks very much like the Gildergreen. Who is this? Lukey. You know way out of here?
There isn't one. This place is like a firefight. One way, no way. Could be worse though. You could be living in Buddy's Skyway.
That's where I'm from, bitch. What's your story?
I'm Luke. I'm for an alchemist and healer around here. I'll be honest. Not much care for dealing with people or healing.
Ah,
I wouldn't trust anyone else around here for this. And I guess somebody's right.
it sounds like you don't think much of your neighbors.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like my. I don't like anyone. Stupid, untrustworthy, selfish, ugly creatures make human. You know what? At least down here, people are on their best behavior most of the time. What was dwarves long? People are still, but at least they have to be sweet about it. Nobody's openly violent, and nobody's ever stolen anything.
All right, I'll be going.
Please, neighbor.
So if she's an alchemist and a healer, I should at least be able to trade with her. Like she might be a vendor. See, this place does look so much better when it's like nice and clean and lit up and pretty and nice. Wait. You know what? Well, to be fair, we probably need to go ahead and go talk to Dominus first. Not Dominus, the Jarl. I believe he's gonna be an asshat in a douche canoe. And I think basically he just, lays down the law and he's like, don't hurt anyone, don't steal anything, don't break any laws. Oh, nope, that's stealing. This thing, this wasn't here. That's Vermina, isn't it? That's Vermina. Whoever is living in this abode is a follower of Vermina. When I just said we don't like that, you know what I thought of? But Jerry, we don't like Crystal. Remember that at the end of yeah. It's Jerry Kennedy. Alright, so there's a knife in that box now. Okay, so the Jarl is gonna be at the top of the citadel. I remember now. Just gonna go all the way to the top. Wait, am I? Why does it have that X'd out? I read the old man's suicide note. It's weird. That is so not what I meant to do. Okay, who is this? Jeshel. She went missing, didn't she?
So,
Do you know a way out of here?
no. I resigned. I don't know to be. So,
What's your story? I'm not humoring you. I'm genuinely interested.
You're the first to say that. We here. This is next to Galena.
I say that.
As you can imagine. The alternative is to wind up
Everybody picks on Dooley. Who's Dooley?
I didn't yet. Or he'll introduce you sooner or later. He's home. Lives in a cave.
I didn't see no
Most of
cave.
us do, but since his brother kind of take over long vision because he can't doesn't deserve benefit. He lives in a tent in a cave.
That's so mean.
Let him drag you into a mad great law and do
What you mean?
well anyway. There is about me to tell. Not
People who say shit like that are very interesting. I'm sure there's more to you than that.
yeah. I found room in your or
Just remembered I have to go and do something.
course you later.
You can't even pick flowers in this bitch. That's considered stealing. Still don't have the key to this gate. I'm gonna get the key to that gate somehow. Alright, so this is the... Yeah, see, there's a girl just... that's Dormora. That's the girl who has the attitude and wrote the nasty letter to her dad about him spying on her. Yeah, she got an attitude problem. I'm not trying to peek at you, girl. You ain't got nothing I want. Not to mention, it's not like she was nude. She had on some clothes. I just wanted to see if, like, real. So it did populate the place with, like, some new stuff. What's this dude? Is that Dominic Sato? That was the balcony that crashed earlier. Alright, so do you know a way out of here?
Joe
So Sato is a guard, a deaf guard. How the fuck? What's your story? Yeah, he has no eyebrows or hair. Bye. He looks very Patrick Stewarty. I like these little plants growing right here. Citizen arrival log. Got rid of that. Oh, we got a bug in a jar. Torch bug jar. Oh, I can't steal it. Oh, maybe when we go back in the future, we'll be able to pick that up if it's there.
Welcome, my city. Yeah. Your
I'm Shadow.
it's a new member. More. Now, before I forget, since you're here, you. Here's the key to the last vacant chamber. It's between Brock and Luke. It's all yours. Brings you
Actually, you sent me here from the future to save this city.
I see. I'm not so me.
Here's the letter you will write shortly after the city is destroyed.
Well, he is the victim of an
He's trying so hard to sound like Patrick Stewart.
This is real, isn't it? Even toyed with the idea of creating a portal between two with Brock. But my mention was tell me going to happen.
I don't know, but it was dark. There were burnt corpses everywhere.
Exactly what I saw when I first discovered this place several years ago. Seems and then going to I think it has something to do with the dwarf's law. This is that very, very
The dwarves' law.
was the dwarf who built this place hasn't been able to fully. But we understand some this warning for many just did. We think that breaking the law here or if it truth is you dwarf law keep reading and it's worth that someone to break. Let me think. Your arrival here is exactly what I need. You've helped me a great deal bringing this note. I wonder if you could do me another.
What do you want?
I need you to investigate the city. Talk to my people. Don't fiddle with the You can even go through their possession if you do. You must work who is going to dwarf law. Once you have a name, come back
Excuse me.
and tell me immediately. Yeah, allow you to go anywhere you need to go, including that if someone asks you to leave, you should do so immediately.
If I help you, will you get me back to my own time and out of the city?
And promised. But I will certainly do everything within my to help you if help me. And of course, if you decide to stay, would make sure you enjoy a comfortable life here. Now, you say, will you help me? You mustn't tell anyone where you're from or what may be about to happen here.
Okay.
People do foolish things when they panic. If it helps you, you're welcome to borrow the book on your desk. It contains the names and addresses of my subjects. Just don't show it to him. Goodbye for now. And life. I don't need to tell you what will happen. There.
Inform Metellus that Marius is the threat. How do we know that Marius is the threat? I think it's because we looked in his stuff and realized that he had assassin stuff in his back. There's Stormora again. Yeah, there was a it had to have been Marius. But here's the thing. Oh shit. How do I get to that? How do we get in there? Maybe to it is in here and I just missed it. This is the book on his desk he was talking about. Jar. Still stealing, so I can't touch it. I mean, even if I want to eat a bit of soup or something. It's empty. I'm glad I went ahead and grabbed all this stuff while there was no one here to mess with. All right, let's go check out our house first. How about that? Let's go do that. I'm gonna be quartered between Brawl and Lukey, he said. I can just hop off this balcony if I need to. Still pretty high up though, that's the problem. Yeah, still high. Jump off this balcony. I mean, it's not gonna kill me because God mode. But still, there's a treasure chest right there. Hello. Yeah, that's not stolen stuff, so I can have that. Alright, so he did say that if I wanted to.
There's
A looter?
a man come down. But he was armed. He makes it in the city and he'll break the doors. Stop.
Okay, calm yourself. Ugh. If I kill this guy, is it... Well, he doesn't see me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save first, because we are actually a little past time. I'm going to have to, Oh, yeah, he's a bad guy. Yeah, he's a bad guy. I'm so afraid that if I kill this guy, I'll break the dwarves' law. Okay, so now... Now I'm just... It's self-defense. Yeah, yeah, they're coming. So wait, is Cassia, the girl that sent me here, is she dead? Have they killed her? Oh shit! I thought I was gonna. I thought I had my Fus Roda turned on. He had nice armor. Okay, so you can die. There we go. Wait, there's more? Oh shit, there's more. I blew that bitch through that. This bitch has red eyes like she a vampire. And then she blew up. Damn, there's more of you guys. Dark Brotherhood Warlock. Bitch. Damn. Dark Brotherhood Warlock. Oh, he's got orders. Let's read the orders. My sweet child, if Quintus thinks he can hide from his own family, he's an even greater disappointment than I thought. He may have eluded his other siblings, but I know you won't let me down as they did. Take some of your playthings and find out where that venomous little spider is hiding. You find him, sweetling. Do what you do best. M. I'm almost positive. Okay, so we have to find Quintus now. So there's more going on than we originally thought. Maybe it isn't Marius who's the threat. Although the M in that letter, it could still be Marius. What are those? Oh, those are just a diamond and a ruby. What's in here? Got a necklace. I didn't look in here. These cases. A bow. Display case with the master lock and a dagger in it. Let's go back into it. Hopefully that won't happen again. Hopefully that won't happen again. Okay, so we're gonna have to. Okay, girl. The looters are dead.
Thank God. Please. We're so lucky that you were right in time to stop them. Be sure to do what you've done for us. Thank you so much. Never anything happened to be that
A beat. Do you know a way out of here?
we can. Friends. My
What's your story?
much. I mean, it's just, nice. Oh, you know that it's selling anything.
Sell that hairstyle, honey.
Please.
Layabouts?
Did you see anyone working in the store?
Yes, an old lady.
They just sell. Because a big and
I knew he was a red guard with that
we
name.
were both infuriated. See it.
Well, I'm a Khajiit.
The worst was we saw to get away from ticketed Nords after the sun died.
Oh, that's awful.
Here, imperials are evil.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What happened to your son?
Oh. Mama. And besides, there are enough sad stories around us.
True.
But if you're interested, you can talk to us in his shop.
Oh, I like that. Ever thought about challenging the Jarl? Should I ask her this?
What would we do? Start here? Not the smart. No. Each sense of the
True. You believe the dwarves' warning?
be a fool, not. If you're not, you should go and talk to Bo.
Let's talk about something.
Alright.
I'll be going now.
See you soon.
So, okay, so as long as I'm outside the city, like as long as I'm in the ruins, I can commit a murder. Although, wait, where is she going? Why is she going out there? If she lives here in the city. Okay, so I need to go find my house real quick. I want to see if, because it's technically it's my home, right? So that's Brawl the Scholar's house. I'm supposed to be living between. This is my house, right? Yes, this is my house. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, it's kind of circular. Let's say that. Remember history and culture. Got a chest here with scaled helmet of eminent archery. I may have to learn that one. None of this is stolen property, so I can grab all of it. Then down here is what? Got door going where? Underground tunnels. I don't have the key to that. So my house is literally, I'm not even being funny, it's a bed, a chest, a plant, a table, and a rack. And if you notice, every room has one of these in it, one of these little dwarf or Dwemer relic things on the ceiling. That's how the dwarves' law is upheld. Those things watch everyone. All right, so I think this is where we're gonna have to leave it for today, guys. I've got some figuring out to do with Fallout 4. And I bet you if I kill the stream, it will immediately launch. I'm going to try it too as soon as I end the stream. But I had fun, even though we literally we only did one thing, which was come to this place and investigate it. But it was fun. I loved meeting Goddess Athena 96. I'm just gonna call her Athena, which is funny because like I named like my gamer tag is Boomer, and everyone thinks, oh, it's because you're in your 40s. No, that's not it. It's because Boomer was one of my favorite characters on Battlestar Galactica. And interestingly enough, this is the fun part, right? We're gonna talk for just a hot second about it. I'm talking about the 2000 something Battlestar Galactica. I think it came out in either 2000 or 2004, something like that. But the character's real name was Sharon Valeri, but her call sign was Boomer, right? So she ended up having this crazy arc where she turned into a villain, right? But her Cylon clone twin, who was originally a bad girl, she had an arc where she became a good person, and her call sign was Athena. Ah, I love that. It's full circle. I love that so much. So now Boomer and Athena are together on my channel once again. That's so cool. But yeah, I'm so glad to have met her. And matter of fact, Athena, you've got a new follower as well. And of course, Eric was the MVP for hopping in and keeping us company. And I meant to tell you earlier, Eric, but Joseph told me to tell you, which he is in here, but he told me to tell you that he hopes you're feeling better. And he hopes that you're streaming again soon because his mom loves to watch your channel as well. We watch, as much as we can, but with our schedules and stuff, we're hardly ever home at the same time. That's why I try to only have Joseph on like once a month. We try to like factor around that. But his mama just loves your channel. She watches everything that you've got. She just loves it, and she gushes on you as well. But anyway, I really want to thank everyone so very much. Here's a fun fact about Boomer. I recently restarted watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have not watched this show. Okay, so I originally came to the show in its second season when I was 18 years old. I used to watch these two shows when I was 18 that I came into them. I think they were both on season 2 when I came into them. But I would get home from work and my aunt will have taped it for me. This was a long time ago, back when there were no DVD players or anything. It was just VCRs. And she would tape the shows for me. I think it was either Thursday or Friday night at 9 o'clock. I would work from I believe 10 at night till 6 in the morning. Something like that. Or maybe it was 3 to 12, something like that. But anyway, I would come home and she would have after she taped it, she would walk it because we used to live on she had this huge piece of property and she lived on one end and I lived on the other. We could see each other's places, like we could see each other through our kitchen windows. But after she taped it, she would wrap it in a grocery bag and then put it on my porch so in case it rained it wouldn't get wet. And then I'd get home, pick it up, go inside, and I would heat up either noodles or make a sandwich or something, and I would sit there and I would in my reclining chair that I loved. I missed that chair. And I would watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer and then Felicity. There was another show that came on as well, but I didn't watch it. I didn't care about that. I didn't watch that. But it was like after I started watching, I was like, this is a really good show. I wish I'd watched the first seasons of it. So I ended up going and buying the sets on VHS. And back then, getting one season of a TV show on VHS was like 4 or 5 VHS tapes because they would just run. Anyway, so I would just sit there and watch it. And then I would go to sleep and I'd get up and then I'd play Mortal Kombat on my Sega Genesis. Mortal Kombat 2. But yeah, that was my 17, 18-year-old years. I was a big Buffy fan. And so I've recently, because I never got to see the whole thing through, I've seen a good bit of it, but I never got to see the whole thing through. So I've recently restarted watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm just on I'm on season 1, episode 3 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like about a witch, a cheerleading witch or something. But I'm rewatching that. I watch about 2 hours, 2 episodes a week, and like I said, I just started. So that's my new obsession currently. And Joseph, what are you watching that you're obsessed with right now? Besides Dead Files. If you say Dead Files, I'll throw my shoe at you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Let's put this on. Maybe what I should do is center it a little bit better. I do this thing at work sometimes when I put on one of these little hats, I'll take it and I'll pull it down like this so it makes my ears stick out and then I end up looking like an elf. Don't I look like an elf like this? With my ears sticking out. I look more like a goblin. But anyway, yeah. What are you watching right now though that you're currently obsessed with? I'll tell you what, there's one thing that Joseph and I are both really obsessed with, and we hadn't watched it in quite a while, and we watched it last night. It's called The Man in the Brown Suit. It's a very good movie. It's an actual movie. What's it, about 2 hours? It's about 2 hours. It's an Agatha Christie movie, actually. This movie was made, I believe, in 1983. It has Rue McClanahan in it, Tony Randall. I forget the lead lady's name, but anyway, you can only watch it on YouTube. I've tried finding it on any other streaming service. It's not on anything but YouTube. There's no commercials, so there's that. But I found a very good, solid, clean version of it that doesn't have like a lot of, because it was made in the 80s, so it's going to be usually, the sound's off or it's real grainy and blurry. This was it looked like it was brand new. The person that uploaded this, they did an amazing job, and it's from beginning to end. The version we were watching before cuts off like the first minute or so from the beginning. This is all the way through, and it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And it's an Agatha Christie movie, so it's a murder mystery whodunit, which, by the way, I didn't know as a child that I would be into those kind of movies. But looking back on it, I love like Clue and stuff I love a whodunit. That's why we love Murder, She Wrote so much. But there's a little bit of comedy in there, and there's a little bit of suspense, and there's a little bit of action and drama and romance, but it's mostly just a murder mystery whodunit, and it really does keep you guessing until the very, very end. And I love stuff like that. And so I highly recommend The Man in the Brown Suit. You've got to watch it. It's so good. I wouldn't mind so much if they redid it with today's cinematography, but that being said, the movie stands on its own. So that's where we're at. And as far as what I've been going through with my health and whatnot, I am still taking my meds. The swelling's gone down a little bit. I'm getting my jawline back, which is, you can't really tell from this angle in this light, but I am starting to get a jawline back. Like this side here, I've got a jawline. But this side here, it was kind of so swollen that I had no jawline on this side. And the doctor, when I went and saw him, he took one look at me. He goes, "Doesn't that hurt?" And I was like, "Yeah, excruciating. I've been dealing with it for weeks, though, so I'm kind of like just dealing with it." The worst thing, though, the worst part of the whole exam was when he looked in my ear with the scope. This side here, right in, no problem. But this side here was so swollen and inflamed that he barely got the tip in, and I was like I was, oof. So the pain right now is, because he asked me, he's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where you at? I was like, maybe a 7. I was like, I'm gritting my teeth, I'm shaking, I'm flushed. I was like, I want it to stop. And then he didn't give me anything to make it stop. He just gave me something to fight the infection, which I get. That's more important. I get that. I'm not asking for anything narcotic because I'm actually allergic to codeine. I can't take a narcotic pain medicine. But he could have given me ibuprofen 800 something just for a couple of days for the pain because I've been eating Excedrin like crazy. I did spike a fever today at work, but not for a super long time, so there's that. Because I mean, I was hot and sweaty. And I wasn't wearing a sweater or anything. I was just hot and sweaty. So anyway, the pain is probably at like a 4.5, 5 now. It's manageable unless I'm eating. Like chewing is still painful because I'm working the muscle and the bone and all that's moving and that's painful. But good so far. I was able to put a Q-tip in my ear and I didn't go in very far, but it wasn't like my eyeballs wanted to shatter or anything. So there's that. It's a little victory, but I'll take it because for weeks now I've been miserable and I'm a whiner and a complainer. I don't cry very often, but I really wasn't even talking about it too much with Joseph. I was just telling him, like I've had this pain. I wasn't really going into how bad it was, but that day that I went to the doctor, I was at my wit's end. It'd been 2 weeks. It was only getting worse, and I was like, if it gets any worse, I'm gonna have a seizure. So I'm glad I'm taking these meds. I'm not fully off the steroids. I've got 3 days left of the steroid that I have to take. But I'm down to 1 pill a day, so that's good. And then I'm still taking my giant ass horse pill of an antibiotic. This thing is the size of my eye or half of my nose. You see that shit? Like I'm sure if I took to him, I could contour my nose. It's fucking huge. Yeah. And I mean, I'm skilled, but that takes work. I'm just saying. By the end of the day, my jaw's loosened up enough to where I can talk to you guys. But first thing in the morning, I'm in more pain than I am later in the day because I've laid still and my jaw's stiffened up and I as I'm showering, I'm letting the water hit this side of my face as much as possible to kind of like soothe the pain and loosen up the muscles to where I can move them. But yeah, so there's that. Interestingly enough, this is so nuts, right? So when I got out of the shower today, I put on my Dragonborn shirt that I always wear for Skyrim whenever, I feel like wearing it. I had that on, and then at the last second, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream the next gen stuff, right? I'm gonna stream some Fallout so these guys can know that mods aren't broken. The game is completely playable. It's very stable. It's gorgeous to look at. I mean, the game is running so much better. So much better. And that's what I wanted to show off today. But I was like, you know what? If I'm going to play Fallout, I need to switch into a Fallout themed shirt. So I took off that shirt and put this one on. And then we ended up streaming Skyrim anyway. So I can't win for you guys. But I am having a great skin day. I'll give myself credit where credit's due. I may feel like crap still. I may not have succeeded at what I set out to do. But I'm having a good skin day, and I'll take whatever victory I can at this point. Oh. So anyway, thank you guys so much. If you like my content and you'd like to see more of it, please consider going to my YouTube channel and subscribing. I upload pretty much every day. I've got about 300 videos on there now. I'm starting to get more and more views on my channel, which I'm so proud of. I want to say that the Fallout TV show has been a slight boon for smaller content creators like myself. Because a lot of people are just searching taglines. And so I've gotten really good about putting in all kinds of tags for my videos when I upload them. So they're showing up more often for people to watch. Also, please consider checking out all the rest of my socials that I have linked down below. I have my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok. I haven't uploaded to TikTok for a hot minute. I need to do that, but I'm going to have to go through my clips to find out which ones I've already uploaded and which ones I haven't and which ones are worthless. But there's that. So, Monday stream, we are going to continue what we were doing today. We're going to continue the Forgotten City. After we finish the Forgotten City, I would love to be able to show you guys off the the next gen update content. I haven't gotten very far on my personal character because he's brand new. But I did kind of make him look like me. I mean, I'm limited in the confines of the engine and what we have for like facial features in the looks menu. But I gave him a big fat face, kind of a, a doughy body, not fat, but just a little thick. And I made him, I gave him pretty much the same haircut as what I have now, my little Urban Ranger haircut. And I made him as youthful looking as I could, again, within the confines of the engine. Gave him my color eyes, my nose, my ears, my lips as best I could, a little bit of jowls. Like, I really did try to make this guy look like me. I'm gonna have to take some shots of him, and then upload them to Twitter so you guys can see what I'm talking about. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I want you guys to be safe. I know there's a lot of weather about to hit the South and the Midwest, so you guys please be safe. Take plenty of precautions. Don't go out on the streets if you don't have to because, anything can happen in a minute. And I love all of you guys too much to lose any of you. And if you guys have any questions, by the way, about the games I play, the builds I do, the add-ons or the mods that I use, I'm so happy to discuss that off camera. And if you guys just want to send me pictures of your dog or a pizza you made at home or a new car you bought or a video game you're playing or a character that you love, feel free to send them to me. I love that shit. I thrive off the content that you guys send me. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you guys on Monday at 4 o'clock where we will continue our snoo shenanigans in Skyrim. You guys be safe, be kind, and happy hunting. Bye, guys.